everybody, it's the Lawn Gnome, and welcome to another DCAU update. And I've got one for you this time. We're going to talk about the brand new DCAU film that was just released a couple of days ago. And this is definitely one of the ones that I was really anticipating to see. The 17th DCAU film to date. That's not including the fact that they have The Dark Knight Returns Parts 1 and 2. I combined that one, and I'm not including the DC Showcase. It's amazing that we're actually knocking on 20 DCAU direct-to-DVD and Blu-ray films. And we're going to talk today about Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox, which is a take on the series that was called Flashpoint, which led to one of the biggest things in the DC comic world, and that was the bringing on of the New 52. Now, I have to say what you will about The Dark Knight Returns, this was definitely one of the best DCAU films that I have ever seen, because this one was definitely darker than anticipated. It was extremely violent, but I think what I loved the most about it was the fact that this was finally, even though it was called Justice League, this movie really revolves around the Flash, and it was about time that the DCAU film library gave us another hero that could be revolved around in a film. It's the story of the Barry Allen Flash, in which he actually takes one small trip back in time and alternates the tiniest little thing that caused one of the biggest butterfly effects in the DCAU history. You see things that you never would have expected, like Wonder Woman and Aquaman going to war and literally tearing the world apart. The fact that it was Bruce Wayne that died and not Thomas Wayne, and it was Thomas Wayne who became the drunken, extremely violent Batman. A world without Superman. Or is it? Big pluses in this movie. One was the fact that you got surprises one after another as far as guest appearances or small appearances, and if you are a Young Justice fan, you're going to be pleasantly surprised with a couple of them. Number two, the action sequences and the story. It was just a perfect blend of action, drama, and a very small amount of humor that really gave us a fantastic story. And number three, which was the most important, was the voice cast. Justin Chambers as Flash, you had Kevin Conroy, of course, playing the original Batman as opposed to the Thomas Wayne Batman. You had Michael B. Jordan voicing Cyborg, Tim Daly's son voicing Superman, which was pretty cool. You had Nathan Fillion doing Green Lantern and the alternate universe Hal Jordan, but probably the person that really, even though he doesn't speak much, when he does, it's just so dramatic and so powerful. It reminded me of like James Woods in Justice League Crisis on Two Earths, or Michael Emerson in The Dark Knight Returns Part 2. Cary Elwes voicing Aquaman, such a beautiful art form that he brings when it comes to anything that he does. If you've seen The Princess Bride, Robin Hood Men in Tights, or even the original Saw, him voicing Aquaman was so amazing, and this, again, got me to really believe in the nobleman, like this is the king of the ocean who's trying to be like the king of the world, and he's just so powerful and so stern and so strong when he makes a presence and when he puts himself in front on the front lines going into the war that he's created with the Amazonians and Wonder Woman. It's just something incredible to watch on television. It's definitely not for kids. If you really want to show these animated films, all 17 of these, and growing to kids, you've got another thing coming, Buster. Don't do it, because this one is violent, gory, bloody, but such a great movie. And C. Thomas Howell, of course, playing Professor Zoom, another great addition to the voice cast. Andrea Romano just does wonders one time after the other. And once again, I really was not expecting this movie to be as great as it was, and it really was one of the best DCAU films to date. And I highly recommend that you see Justice League Flashpoint. So on that note, guys, I hope that you enjoy this, and of course, I'm always looking forward to bringing you guys another DCAU update. Unfortunately, these are going to be few and far between, because I'm really not watching Teen Titans Go or Beware the Batman, but if you want to let me know if any of those shows are good, just leave a comment in the box below. I'm even more excited to see exactly what the next DCAU film is going to be, because it's going to be sort of, you could say, a sequel, based around the fact that we've reached the New 52 universe at the end of Justice League Flashpoint, and now the question is, let's give them a story of what happens next, and that's what the next DCAU film is going to be. So I'm really excited for that. So for now, Justice League Flashpoint, a winner. I am the Lawn Gnome. Actions speak louder than words.